what it is, your boy Big Boosie. I'm back, Street Knowledge Podcast. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit the notification so you'll know when I'm up here. Even though YouTube playing with the numbers, they ain't been sending my notifications out right. Y'all hit that like button if y'all come across my video, and y'all normally know that y'all always get my notifications. Hit the like button so they'll know, and it'll send that message to YouTube. Come on, YouTube, man. I've worked too hard, too long for my numbers to be declining. It don't make sense. Anyway, I wanted to get into something real quick, man. I had to throw my New York stuff on, man. I was up top. I was around everything. I seen it all. I want to touch on something real quick. I was going to do an episode 4, but I ain't even going to do an episode. But I want to shout out the disappointment to all my New York fans. Not all of them, excuse me. The ignorant ones. How did it turn out us to win a championship as long as we've been waiting to win a championship, and it turns into as if somebody did a Rodney King or harmed somebody that was an illegal or unjustified unaliving somebody or something. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And it turns out y'all stomping the police cars out, breaking the windows, jump like what the it goes to show that these are reasons why they be scared of us, even just to see a black man walk by with a hoodie on that ain't even thinking about them. And it was some other colored skinned people doing it as well. But we don't need to feed into none of that. We already go through scrutiny with what we go through in life. That was a celebration for New York. What made somebody get it in their mind, I'm gonna tear this stuff up, we won, I'm gonna tear up and looting and whatever y'all all was out there doing, fighting each other. They caught a little young dude with a blower in his hand. Like, what did you bring that out there for? This is a celebration, man. This is crazy for y'all to act like that, man. And I don't see a lot of podcasters picking up and talking about that. They like to talk about celebrities all the time and their lives and all that stuff, and I get it as content. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying certain things need to be picked up on that need to generate in the algorithm as well, man. Even though some people ain't gonna catch on because they don't care. They laughing at it like that's cute and wondering why we always be the one to get picked out to go to jail for wrongdoings. And not saying that that's right, because the police don't have the right to send nobody to jail for nothing wrong. But what are we feeding into what they got going on for? That's crazy to me, man. All the stuff I seen, man. So yeah, this episode though, is going on. I'm going into some paperwork that was brought out. They said it haven't been out about Brian Glaze Gibbs. And I'm gonna go through his little. I'm gonna do some reactions to one of his joints to Gerald Prince Miller, and his brother. I think his brother's name was Jelly B. Something I forgot if I said the name wrong. Pardon me, OG. But his brother brought out paperwork, and some of this stuff has not been seen from what I'm hearing. I'm gonna read off some of it. I'm going to look for it. Everybody been in my DM. Everybody know me and Brian Glaze Gibbs going back and forth with each other. This ain't here for no disrespect to him. I'm just reading off the news the same way he does. But I want to figure out a few things that he said and push a few points out there to y'all and let y'all drop them in the comments, man. So, yeah, I'll be back, man. Y'all get ready. Me and my boy Big Jax is back. And y'all, see y'all in a minute, man. Drop that joint. I'm back, man. I love my intro, man. I love it, man. Hey, I can't. Hey, I gotta say it every time, man. I love the intro. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it, man. We ain't gonna make this one no long, drawn out one. Like I said, this ain't no diss to Brian Glaze Gibbs, but it's a message to a lot of y'all young cats out there that start getting some money and you start feeling good. You and your team, everybody eating. Everybody also knows that the snitch game is on 21 million of ratting. Everybody know that. So you know, either when you get in the game now, you know either you're gonna take what you gonna get when they come get you, because they get everybody. You name somebody that's the best that ever did it that did get caught. And even if they didn't get caught, they on the run being looked for. So either you know you're gonna do your time, or in your mind already, you like, I'm gonna just keep getting this money and getting these girls and riding in the fly cars and the jury until they come get me. So when they come get me, I'm gonna do what everybody else doing. I'm just gonna take the stand and or turn state witness and be a rat. Like this new world order, or should I say this new movement that's going on in the streets where hustling is over, and y'all not listening to the guys that got caught up out there with Brian Glaze Gibbs and a whole bunch of other people. Prince Gerald Miller that just came home, that is a stand-up dude that said, I'm gonna do my time. He had what, 2 life sentences, gave some of the time back. Anyway, worked his way coming home. That's what real stand-up men do, but he lost a lot of his life doing it. And now he's up on his own channel. Y'all go to Prince channel, and he's preaching a lot of stuff. And then you still got these cats out here that still don't listen. They don't listen until they are in them orange or whatever color suits there is that the city or state base their colors off of, and they don't understand it until they in there, until they are found guilty, and then they want to make their testimonials before they get their time, and then they want to say this ain't it. Y'all kids stay out of jail. Y'all gotta look at the kids that unalive Fulio. You know, they all saying the right thing, which they're telling the truth because they learned it now after they lost their life. They didn't learn it when guys like Unique Mecca Audio, Gerald Prince Miller, and a few other big cats up there that's speaking. Y'all leave that alone, because where I came from, it ain't it. What I went through, it ain't it. Y'all don't still listen. And even up to date, even watching these Fulio guys get their time and they never coming home again, y'all still is going to be tomorrow somebody going to do something dumb as if they not going to get caught or go to jail. There are cameras everywhere now. Them CCC cameras is on stoplights everywhere. They can walk you down from here to there. Knowing your next move all the way up the street, even if you made a right or left, they'll track you down. It's like it's over, and y'all still do it. Still do it. Like it's nothing. Now you got cats like Brian Glaze Gibbs. Before he does his stuff, he says, yeah, I was once the problem, now I'm part of the solution, and I was there. Y'all kids don't do it, don't do that, don't this, don't that. I was a rat, I was a bad person. But then, he goes up here and he starts talking about other people, pushing buttons. Say he's a family man now. He works, take care of his family. If you work, take care of your family, why would you be on the internet talking about other people? That's what just confuses me. How is that helping the kids? You showing our kids how to nitpick with other people, and that'll cause them to get into trouble. Because the things that you say about people, you think they like that? I'm just asking honest questions, and I'm just speaking, and I'm just honestly speaking. I'm not saying these things to nitpick with Brian Glaze Gibbs. I'm just saying, he know it brings money. It's for content, and that's not part of changing your life. That's not part of being a family man. You showing people how to nitpick, because if you really changed your life, you wouldn't say nothing that make a person that would want to see you about that. And I know you know that the things that you say, people gonna want to come see you about it. They just don't know you, and ain't nobody really looking for you because they ain't got time for it, because they know who you are now at this point. But when people say stuff about you, like I have did in the past, you come right back and say something about me and all of the above, but you don't know nothing about me, so you really don't have nothing to say. But I know everything that I've been hearing about you that's foul, and I really didn't like it because you are really still pushing our kids in the wrong direction, and you utilize the I'm here part of the solution to help you kids stop, don't do this, don't do that, but then you start talking and nitpicking about other people. Now, you know that brings content, because people, we always want to watch negative. If you are a real content creator, you have plenty of other things that you could think about and create content off of. And that's a fact. Now you telling about what you did and how you did it, all right, cool. But nitpicking with other people, you do it all the time. But this one right here is a prime example of what I'm trying to make right now. His new paperwork is out. A lot of people is speaking about it. My boy Zeke, I'm gonna go to his page in a minute, but I want y'all to hear some of this stuff that he's speaking about with Prince. And this is not the first time he went in on Prince about something. And Prince is a stand-up dude. He went and did his time and came home like a man. And people always say, well, why y'all praising a guy that went to jail? Like they're some type of hero for selling poison to our community. And I break it down to people like this. A person that made a lot of money, besides the unalive people, sometime in that game, you unalive people because they rob from you, steal from you. So that came with the territory. So, a lot of them people should have never did that. Comes with the game. But I'm talking about the making money aspect. The average drug dealer is very smart. To be able to sell hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars worth of drugs without being able to market it the way McDonald's, Macy's, and everybody can market their stuff up high on billboards. Those are, they get recognized for that part, being clever and smart and, things of that nature. And, they made noise in the streets. But it ain't about glorifying that they were selling drugs. People that did the drugs went and bought them themselves. They wasn't forced on nobody. But you got to look at this. And this the only reason why it's outcast is because the government don't get money from it. No tax money. But now it's legal in Portland. Heroin is legal. I don't care whatever kind of amount it is, it's still legal over there, which people done got 30, 40 years for selling it in the past. But now they made it legal. Government getting some money from it. Not only that, they are alcohol stores everywhere. Alcohol is probably worse than crack and cocaine. That's a fact. Look how many rehabilitation centers they got for alcohol and for drugs. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference if you went in a alcohol rehabilitation center opposed to a drug one, because they look the same, but it's legal. So who's selling poison in our community now legally? Every store, every liquor store. It's the same as equivalent to buying drugs. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Too much of anything will destroy you. Too much sugar will destroy you. So it's the same as too much alcohol. It's the same as too much cocaine. So just because the guys did that, they'll say it's selling poison to the community, but then you'll go in the liquor store and buy a bottle of liquor because it's Friday. Or some of y'all just buy it every day because you want to. I know people that buy alcohol every day, but they are functioning and they are not alcoholics, but they do drink. So I knew people that was on drugs that worked every day, house clean, everything. And I'm talking about sniffing coke and smoking crack. But they was living a real life. And you would never know it unless they bought it from you or a person really know their inside outs of life. So don't talk about why you support somebody that's cover hold that was selling poison to our community. No, man, poison in your community is right now in them liquor stores. Until y'all figure that out, somebody drop it in the comments and tell me where I'm wrong at. So other than that, if we want to praise somebody that came home, that was an honorable man that went and did his time and knew the odds that he was going up against or she was going up against before she went in there and didn't bring another man down to take another man or another woman from their family so they can be back outside, those ought to be respected because it's called loyalty. We got to stand up and have loyalty to something. That's the problem with us. We don't got loyalty to each other for a lot of stuff. And the people that do don't get recognized for it. So if we want to recognize somebody like Prince Miller, Unique Mega Audio, that they told him, yeah, you can get out right now. Just say you had a pistol or just say that one person did this or that. You can go home today. And they said, no, we're facing life sentences. And still said, no. Why wouldn't we salute that? We ain't saluting that they did wrong yet. You know, we all know in our neighborhoods it's hard to get some money. The jobs they have, the rent is sky high. Then they do things called inflation, and we go through things. Some of us can't even get jobs because they got it when you're a felon. You come home, you can't even get a real job because you are a felon. And it leaves them going back to the streets doing something stupid because they back be against the wall. What they supposed to do? Stand outside like a bum? And that's why the homeless is a problem, because it's being forced that way. And it's being forced to either have to go and do a quick move to hustle and then get caught and be right back in jail. So don't nitpick on where our culture come up and how we have to get $1 and it's forced upon us like that. That's a fact, especially when it's hard to get a job. That's the big thing right there. Exactly. That's crazy. So we are in a catch-22 before somebody judge anybody in our culture, man. Y'all ain't putting nothing in our way for us to make some real money, to take care of our families. No, it's always, everything benefits towards the rich people. Rich people don't even pay taxes, and we do. What's up with that? Y'all got a lot to think about, man. But I want to get into a little bit of this, what Brian Glaze Gibbs is talking about Prince, Gerald Prince Miller, man. And I'm going to react to some of this stuff, man. Y'all check it out.
At the funeral. But once again, I went to the court session, and Perry said, nah. He say that right now is they killed his father so he can come to the funeral. He's not going to the funeral. I heard him say that out his own mouth. So once again, that plan didn't work. And as Prince say, yeah, you're right. What happened was, when we caught the Fed case, I cooperate, fatcat cooperate. Let me tell you.
You see what he said? He cooperated. He said fatcat cooperated. He telling all who all cooperated, but he said he cooperated, right? And I'm gonna give y'all. I'm stopping it here because I'm gonna let y'all. When he say something else throughout this little segment, I'm gonna break it down. I wanted y'all to hear him say out of his mouth like he always have. He cooperated. All right, hold on. Let's go.
Some folks, and right now, people can say what they want to say. Only two people I know during that period of time, between the Supreme team and between, like I'm saying, Fat Cat team, only two person that I know, probably okay, cool, like, you know, from that team that didn't cooperate was Gerald Prince Miller and Howard Pappy Mason.
He said it out of his mouth. Gerald Prince Miller didn't cooperate. He went and handled his business. And by the way, he said about the only two persons. It should be only two people, man. Persons. That don't even make sense. But anyway, he said it out of his mouth. So let's try to hear his logic.
And Jughead. I don't think Jughead made a deal. But guess what? Anybody else that was out there with the big names? Everybody. Like Leslie Conwell crushed. She came in there and she crushed us. And right now is, guess what? She always say she felt that Prince was the most smartest, he had the highest IQ, and she felt he was a dangerous. And the only reason she say that because Leslie just was watching Prince from a distance in court. She saw how he was moving. She saw how he was moving with the other co-defendant and dictating what happened, what don't happen with their lawyers.
So he's saying the prosecutor was watching. He's saying that the prosecutor crushed them. But he said that she also said Gerald Prince Miller was smart. And she was watching how he was moving and how he was in control of his team with their lawyers. Basically telling them, yo, this is how you move, and no snitching, no ratting. No snitching, no ratting. Now let's finish listening.
So he was in charge. So she watched and she see that. She didn't have no direct conversation with Prince. She didn't know how Prince really operate. She's just only going by from observation. Had she got a chance to sit down and actually talk to Prince, what she would have found out was Prince was a babbling idiot. And right now is, guess what? Like I say, I cooperated. My co-defendant in that case.
Once again, he cooperated. But he gonna say Gerald was a babbling idiot. How would he know that? And how could the man be a babbling idiot and he didn't tell nothing? And he said that the prosecutor would have sat down with him, she would have figured out he's a babbling idiot. How would she sit down and talk with a man that don't want to talk? Make that make sense. Why would he even want to sit down with her? So how could he be a babbling idiot and he ain't tell nothing? The one who told you would think would be the babbling idiot, right or wrong. I mean, make it make sense to me. And this is the stuff I'm saying that this guy here be preaching to supposed to be to the youth.
There's a term for that. It's called double speak.
Yeah, double talk, all that, however you want to call it. Facts. Like, come on, man. How could he be the babbling idiot and he ain't the one that cooperated? The ones who cooperated is a babbling idiot. Drop it in the comments, y'all, if I'm bugging out, man.
Country, my half brother, and my man Hit. Guess what? They went to trial. And they blew. Guess who didn't testify against them? Brian Glaze Gibbs. And what happened to all my other co-defendants? Why nothing happened?
It don't matter if you didn't testify against them. I guess you picked and choose who you wanted to testify against, man. That's just that. I mean, what we supposed to give praise to that? I guess that's some of the stuff in the paperwork.
To them. But once again, Prince, how many people, like you say, you play chess. And the difference is you are a selfish individual because how many of your co-defendants, like you say, Tuck, Roy, Coleman, Harry Hunt, Shannon, Raymond Robinson, Wilfredo, David Robinson, how many of those guys went down and did over 13 years, 30 years for what? Because if you was a real leader, guess what you would have did? You let those guys go ahead and plead guilty and get on with their life. But you're selfish behind, guess what you did? You didn't.
And now, this is my point. Brian Glaze Gibbs said, yes, I cooperated. I did this, I did that. He also, in the next voice, sentence or whatever, only ones I know from Supreme Team did tell was Prince Gerald Miller and Pappy Mason. And now, he gets on in this sentence and say, Prince was selfish. No. Selfish people are the ones who tell on people. Those are the selfish ones. Not ones that's fighting because they knew what they was doing and what they signed up for outside before they got in there. And if they blew trial got 13 years, then that was a blessing. Opposed to the man getting double life and all that. And if they would have copped out, they might probably would have been able to use that against him in the case that he got overturned. And he would still be sitting in there. So some of them had to bite the bullet together. For real. And to be honest, sometime when we was growing up, the ones that was up under the leader normally be the ones that take the weight and say he ain't had nothing to do with it. But we know it's a fair case, so they pretty much know everything. A lot of them can't cop out to it. So that's the difference in that. But if it was something else, probably stating they didn't really know everything, they take the weight so the big dog could come home, take care of them, get them a good lawyer, take care of them, and get them out of jail. And or make sure their time is easy if they do serve some time. Normally it's like that. But for you to call this man selfish because he's fighting, strategizing how he gonna fight, even with his team, making sure that they not ratting on him, making sure that they got lawyers and holding it down, that mean they all went and held it down too. You gotta give them their props. They went and held it down as a team, as they supposed to be. They got these white guys, man, these bikers. They caught 20 of them doing something. It's supposed to have been with unaliving people, a whole bunch of stuff, extortions, and all 20 of them got free, went home. Because nobody said nothing. Y'all Google it. I forgot. 20 bikers all got found not guilty and went home. I want to say it was in Oregon somewhere. But that's how you do that. You sitting here talking about he was selfish because he fight for his life. Them dudes is out there spending money, paying their bills, sexing the women they want with their own money, even if they made it through him. He put them in position to eat and get money and all that. Why would you mean selfish? So I mean, because I'm the leader, I supposed to take it? Because these people come and lock me up? They probably ain't even catch him with nothing. Probably didn't have the case all the way to the right. Evidently, they didn't because he gave all the time back. So pay attention to that part. He gave all that time back, so that means the feds didn't have him to the right anyway. So why would he sit there and send himself to jail? Why you ain't sit yourself to jail, bruh? Why you told on all them people? That ain't selfish? Come on, man. Make it make sense, bro. Yo, you wild. You were contradictive, and you got a fan base, and I don't understand who be listening to this, and it makes me understand there's a lot of our people that's out there that's really kind of ass backwards, that listen to a person that and not really dissecting what he's saying. It's like the devil work and tell you the sky's green, and you be like, it's blue, but you say like, yeah, it is green, though. Nah, I could look over there in that corner right there. I see it's green. And everybody else that's smart, like, man, the sky is blue, man. What's wrong with you? Homie got you mesmerized like that? That's kind of like what that is.
Man, my perception of that is some people, and there's a whole race of people that divides this, but a lot of people like to operate in confusion. They like to keep people in a state of not really understanding completely what's going on, and in the process of that, make themselves kind of look like the hero, and in the same breath, the victim.
Facts.
It's a weird construct.
Facts.
But the race we talking about that was devised by white folks.
Facts, and that's the devil. The devil is the prince of what? Confusion, right? Or the king, or whatever you call it.
Keep it all in smoke and mirrors.
Exactly.
And making them look like they the top person in the whole story.
Yeah.
The narrative.
Yeah. But unalive people, and say he feel his condolences to the family or something, he feel bad for the family, whatever. If you felt bad, why you just say, man, I'm just gonna do my time. I feel bad for the people out unalive right now. But nah, you ain't do that. You went and told on people. You admitting it yourself. So I ain't here downplaying you. I'm just speaking about what I'm hearing the same way how you speak on people when you hear about what they did or when you have information on those people. You are how could they be selfish? And they went like men and stood at trial like men.
I hate to say it,
wow.
But this guy you talking about, it sounds like if he wasn't a street criminal, he would have made a good politician, because that's what they do.
Facts.
They kiss babies and then go kill babies in other countries through the military.
Facts.
You know,
Right.
they off people and try to cover it up and blame other people, throw people under the bus and try to make themselves look like, the saint.
That make a lot of sense to me.
But he a street dude. He just misapplied his political movements and did it on some street stuff. And now he in front of the camera, just like a politician, trying to make himself look good for something bad.
Right, and it's all about the money. It ain't even just about him making himself look good. YouTube paying so he could work from home, make some money. He say he got a job feeding his family and all that. Cool, so be it. I respect anybody that work, but I don't respect nobody that fake like they for the kids, faking like they did something right, knowing you did all the way bad, and then want to compare yourself to other people that did right. Yeah. That's backwards to me, brother. Yeah. That's backwards. Nobody can fool me with this type of talk. This is foolery talk.
Yes.
This is foolery talk, man. How you gonna downplay Prince Miller? If the prosecutor would have talked to him, she'd have known he's a babbling fool. He didn't even talk to them. He didn't snitch. So why would he even want to talk to her? If she sat down and talked with him, she'd know that what you said the first time. He's smart as hell. Because the name is, you had a right to remain silent. So that means you're smart. When you start talking and snitching like you did, that's a babbling fool. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong.
That's that project the opposite. It's the same thing. Back to the white folks. White folks told black people that they was 3/5 of a man. The whole time that white man is standing there telling you that, he's lacking melanin. How you gonna tell somebody that got more elements than you that they are less than you?
Facts.
Bro, you don't have what I have. How you gonna tell me I'm less than a man and you don't
Facts.
have what I have? He doing the same thing. I stood this and did that, but he's a babbling. Nah, it's the opposite. You was the babbling idiot, and he actually stood his ground. He stood on business.
Facts.
They do that. It's called projection. It's called opposite projection.
Yeah, and that's why they can't go to sit in the sun. They get skin cancer in the sun. But we out there, long as we would. Sometimes we'll get burnt, but we ain't getting it like that. And no disrespect to them. They know to the ones that know not to be sitting in no sun. 'Cause like I say, I got white friends that I love like brothers. Like that's a fact. So I'm just saying, I'm talking about the ignorant ones that talk down on us. Not these. These fight for us. The ones that's my friends fight for us, man. So let me let y'all finish listening, man, because this is kind of wild to me.
And do that. Wow. Make
And this is another thing. Hold up, man.
a selfish individual, man. That's why you hate Lorenzo Fatcat Nichols, because right now is, you know why? You know why? Because every time you went to him for help, he turned you down.
What that got to do with anything? Who care about hating somebody if they said Fat Cat is a rat too? Why would he gotta hate him right now because he turned him down? He might dislike that he turned him down, man. He might have his reasons, two sides to a story. Like, why would you turn me down? And I looked out doing this or doing that for you, this, that. However it may go. What that got to do with anything at this point right now? Y'all are rats and he not. Period. There's no comparison to that. What's your point? You want people to look at the Prince by listening to you, cause confusion and disconnect and separation to our people. Don't support what he doing. He home. He got a great podcast. Is doing good. What's your point, bro? And only people that will listen to you is people that really is selfish in their own right and or is evil-minded in themselves, man, to listen to this conversation right here. This don't even make no sense, bro.
You know what? Like I told you, you out there with your hand out, man. You're supposed to be a Don. You're supposed to be the number 2 man on the Supreme Team. But you was broken the damn skunk, man. And Benny and them wasn't doing nothing for y'all guy.
And now you say you out there with your hand out because you broke it in a skunk. The man just came home from jail. What else he supposed to be? Rich? And he's thriving towards what he's doing right now. Thriving. And still, how would you know if he broke? That's an understatement. Like, you don't know if the man broke. Just because somebody is asking for help to make other moves don't mean you broke. Rich people go to banks to get loans to do other projects. That mean they're broke? No, they use other people's money to make money. If it makes sense.
Let's normalize not looking down on people that have to ask for help. Let's try to switch the begging narrative, man.
I'm glad you said that.
We in a time right now where everybody kind of need help right now. So that whole trying to look down on somebody that might be asking for some money right now, we can't even make that into a bad thing. Like we gotta cut that out as a people, as my black people.
That's a fact.
Stop calling people out right now in this time and era for begging.
That's a fact.
Begging is not a bad thing. People need help. Don't shame people for needing help right now.
But let's rephrase the word. It's not begging. It's just asking.
Yeah, contribution.
It's asking.
Yeah,
that don't mean you
asking.
begging. Yeah. Because I asked yo, bro, I need a little help. I got this thing I want to do. I need about 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, whatever. Man can say no. Then he say no. Yeah. But if it's a man that you done helped before and you know he got it, and it's like now when it's your turn to ask, everybody been through this before. And it's your time to ask, and then they act like they being funny with you now, and it's like you supposed to ask, and they supposed to look at you the way he's describing Prince. You supposed to be the leader of the Supreme Team. So what that mean, man? Yeah, Donald Trump went bankrupt.
Big facts.
He went and got loans from places. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, loans.
Like, come on, man. Rich white people don't even buy cars; they lease them.
Don't you ever forget that loans are handouts. Like people look at it because it's in a corporate sense of getting it from a bank. That is a handout, and it's got interest on it. Don't try.
Facts.
Miss a payment, don't pay it back. See what happened to you.
Facts. Let's add that to it. It got an interest payment on it, man. Which is only right. You make money from me helping you, cool. But still, with friends though, yeah, just pay me back, man. That's it. I've done it several times. I didn't even get my money back for some of my friends outside in the street right now. See them, it's been so long, years ago, I don't even ask for it no more. It is what it is. They still know in their mind they owe me. But those are the type of people you know to stay away from, and they know they can't ask you no more. So sometimes it costs you that much to let a person stay out your life. Period. So that don't even make sense. None of this video here makes sense to me, man. Period.
Because Bibby and them wasn't making no money. So make that make sense, man. So you want to come over here, like I say, you better have tough.
I've heard stories that Bibby there was getting big bread. I don't know how that. I don't know, man. This whole video sounds contradictory to me, man.
Skin. You better have tough skin. Because if you don't have tough skin, you're going to get dog, man. I'm letting you know, brother. Like I say, warning. You know what I'm saying? Who the F did this page me 5:46 in the morning, clock a doing it, now I'm yawning. What?
Man, stop it, bro.
What did he just start quote? Did he just start quoting Big?
Now let's go to the car. Yeah, he started quoting Big.
That was
man.
weird.
I had to stop it, man. I had to stop it. Now listen to these comments. Peachbringer said, "Rather be broke than a joke rat." They said Prince was speaking facts. It seems even more honorable to be broke and stand up. Everything I'm saying, they saying it right here. Going broke is a part of being broke. Didn't make him out to deal with the government. Exactly. Didn't make him cut a deal with the government. Fact, excuse me. Somebody said, damn, a mad rat is dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Prince gave a peaceful sit down, open invitation to all, respectfully. Come on, man. I ain't even gotta go in. Y'all go to Brian Glaze Gibbs page, man, and read the comments, man, and listen to what he's actually saying. Decipher it the correct way. And let yourself know if you got kids, nephews, nieces, or even grown-ups that you would think would want to listen to this type of person talk. And is that a way for us to move forward in society? He's now helping. He's now part of the solution and helping our kids or helping us move forward because he broke down that he was a rat. And yeah, he unalived people. He even unalived women, man. Come on, man. You don't even supposed to be beating on no woman even if you could beat her. Not even if you can, because the average woman, you can. You got some women that ain't no joke with their hands down. But I'm just saying. Come on, man. Where does this... How? Where? Like, where does this make any kind of sense, man? I'm going to tell y'all where to go. The homie sent me this, man. I'm going to tell y'all could go his page on Instagram. Let me see. Let me make sure it's correct. Ezekiel Matthews, man. That's my boy. He been sending me this stuff, man. Hold on. And he's been reading out the paperwork.
Yo, what's Papino? What's Papino? Today we're doing a little paperwork party on Prince Miller. But this is just you find this on Just Here U.S. Law. It's United States of America versus Gerald Miller and William Graham. Now, people want to know who William Graham is. William Graham is Prince's co-defendant in a drug trafficking state case in 1990. You know the infamous story we hear when Prince had big trial and for the bodies and he drove from the sunset. He wasn't in jail for no bodies. He was in jail for a drug trafficking wiretap. Actually a wiretap. And some wire. And I don't know where the bodies came from, but that's his story. That's what he's sticking with. That's, you know what I'm saying?
But y'all go over there. Is Zekie, Zekie, black, all one word, _ feed the wolves. And y'all get to see all of it. He been breaking it down so much. It's too much information for me to break down. I got things to do. But he on his job. And y'all go over there. Homie breaks it all down to y'all about all of this stuff. And the man that I know and heard of Prince being is a stand-up dude. And I'm not going to let nobody cloud my judgment of a man that went and did his time and meaning paid his ties to society for his wrongdoing out there. He don't admit to him doing what was right outside at the time when he was young. He admits to it they was young doing wild stuff and and breaking the law because it was just illegal because the government wasn't getting no tax money off of it and they was getting more money by letting big organizations hustle and they get to do their police work every day and get their pension and their money every year and send people to jail and the jail make money, so it's a cycle. So they glad of it. Leave the drugs illegal so we can have an ongoing situation. Now it's black brothers like Brian must be working for them, basically saying all these bad things and what? Making the kids think that it might be psychological, like Jax just said. It might be psychological to make the kids get out there and want to get in these streets and hustle. When you got people like Prince home now telling you that ain't the way to go, they're going to get you regardless. And even if they get you, they're going to make up more stuff on you to keep you in there and make it harder for you to get out. It'll take you 10, 20, 30 years. Then they'll be like, well, he done filed all the right motions or she filed all the right motions and we ain't going to keep fighting it. We'll get it overturned. We ain't going to fight if the judges overturn it. They was in there long enough. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. So don't believe everything y'all hear.
I'm going to say this. If you ain't the one that went out of the country and got the drugs and smuggled it in here yourself, if you just went in your city and found drugs, it's a setup. It might not be the direct person you get it from, he being set up. Mm-hmm. But listen, the drugs came in here from the government, the ones that's already here, unless you done went and Frank Lucas your own. But we know you didn't. So I need you to know that all your transactions, I don't care if you move in quarter birds, half birds, or what, you're under observation. You just don't make enough for them to want to bust you. You got a couple $100,000, that's nothing. They're trying to wait till you got a few $100 million. And then they're going to come down on you like you never understood it before.
And or if you're mixing getting money with unaliving people, that's when they will step in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So all that, watching these movies and hearing the old stories, a person could owe you $200-300 and you want to prove a point like you a big dog and take them somewhere, lure them somewhere, act like you their homeboy and then unalive them. You know, all the old stories that we heard from a lot of our legendary dealers. I ain't got to name no names. Y'all can go with the names and all that, man. So that's what we not doing, man. Period. I'm just calling out what I seen. I ain't here to disrespect nobody. If the truth hurt, man, don't be mad at me. I do the same thing that y'all do, man. Your boy Big Boosie, my bro Jax, man. Street Knowledge Podcast. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Please hit the like button, man.
Yeah.
Please hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm always give it to you real. I ain't coming up here doing no ass kissing and none of that. Speaking facts. That's why it's called Street Knowledge. Your boy Big Boosie. We out. Send me that intro, Jax.